It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Charlotte Hornets. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Knicks in New York. Feeling confident after a runaway win. We'll see if they carry over some of that momentum. And the Los Angeles Lakers, one of the great dynasties, not just in basketball, but in all of sports. Kenny, this is a franchise that's used to winning.
Yes, Magic has done a great job of rebuilding this team, cultivating this young talent and creating a really positive culture.
Kenny, you know you live there. Free agents love L.A. This franchise doesn't stay down for long.
Thanks for joining us, as we'll go now courtside with Kevin Harlan for the call.
We are in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we get ready for this interconference contest right here. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And I think for the Lakers, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
Well, yeah, Greg, I mean, they had a plan coming into the year. I mean, they stuck to it, and it's worked to perfection.
You know, right around, Chris, this time of year, often top contenders begin to separate themselves from the rest of the teams.
Yeah, now is when guys start feeling comfortable. They're getting into their groove, Kevin. This is when they're getting their mojo back, and they're in their roles, and they got their timing. And now you just have to let the ability show through. And how do you do that? By realizing that your muscle memory, realizing that you practice, realizing that you put in the hours, trusting that, and now going out and just being yourself and embracing the moment.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Ingram is out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's James in at the 3 spot. Pass to Bridges. Here's Monk. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
How about the quickness of that release by Monk, an experienced catch-and-shoot player who feels comfortable firing from deep.
Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Charlotte now. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Walker with it. He's coming off a 22-point game against New York. And it's Monk that time on the assist by Walker. Monk's got 5 now.
That is prime-time point guard play. A sensational find by Walker to set up the easy bucket.
Here's James shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Miles Bridges. LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Greg, many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
It makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in L.A. for high school. LeBron has a lot of business interests as well. And also what's interesting is that when LeBron's contract ends, his son could potentially be coming into the NBA as a rookie.
First one falls for him.
For all those people waiting for LeBron to start showing his age, you might not want to start holding your breath. This man's got a lot of time left in this league.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Chris, LeBron James here with the Lakers signed a 4-year deal with the team that surprised a lot of people.
But yeah, Kevin, and what is scary, though, is LeBron just doesn't seem to be slowing down. I mean, Father Time is undefeated, but he could be at this level of greatness all 4 years. And to think this might not even be his last big contract, that's just stupid. I mean, that speaks to the greatness of LeBron.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Lakers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
Free throw drops for James.
And after the Lakers landed LeBron, the talk was about if they would add Kawhi Leonard as well. Ultimately, it didn't happen. And Lakers want to keep their young guns in the end. And LeBron has said he felt that the team was ready without Kawhi and came to the Lakers because of that youthful core they had in place.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Wow, you see how fast he got off the ground? I love whenever Kuzma rises up to throw it down.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Walker against Rondo. And Walker kicks to Monk. And it's Ingram with the rebound. The Lakers trail. Outside Rondo. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, the shot's good from Monk.
Wow, what a sensational quarter for him. And as long as they have this lead, I keep going to him again and again and again and again.
Now here's Rondo. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And stolen by Zeller. And stolen by LeBron. Here's McGee. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Bridges misses.
I don't care who it is. You can't leave him wide open from that range.
Here's Kuzma. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Kuzma's got his second basket of the game. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And I love the fact that they did such a good job of really reacting to what the defense was giving them.
Yeah, all about IQ, you're right. They made smart in-game adjustments. I mean, they seemed a step ahead all night.
And he's just gotten so much better at being able to pull up in traffic there off the dribble. Rondo can make the D pay if you fall asleep.
Shot's good by Walker.
There's no lack of aggression on his part. When he's got the chance to score, he'll take it.
Lakers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Ingram kicks to Rondo. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Rondo's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Monk, the pass to Bridges. Good on the 3-point shot.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Walker against Rondo. Now here's Kuzma. He's guarded closely. McGee up top. He can't get that one to fall. And the Hornets now going the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
And that seems about right, Greg. I mean, last season was one that both of these teams would like to forget. They got beat up a lot and couldn't even beat up on each other.
Rondo with the steal. And Kuzma slams it in.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Each team is stepping up, rising to the challenge. yet another lead change.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. So Charlotte calls timeout, their first.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And the Lakers with some changes. Charlotte has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Parker finds Batum, and Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Hernan Gomez. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I like the shot selection on that one, despite the miss.
Here's Muscala, powered down after the assist, led him into the lane.
Now, that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
And here is Parker. An 11-point game for him in the win against New York. Passes to Kaminsky. All alone. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Hart kicks to Muscala. Here's Hart, covered by Lamb. Hart, no good. Hornets trail by 3. Down low. Rebounded by Hart.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Bullock. That one doesn't go. Now Charlotte takes it the other way, and Reggie Bullock gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Charlotte shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Now here's Lamb. He's covered by Muscala. Batum against Stevenson. Here's Kaminsky. Drops in the tray. And this game is tied up now.
Whether on the pick and pop or just finding space alone on the perimeter, Kaminsky's already figured out how to punish you from range. Yeah, another first-year head coach who came up through the ranks as an assistant. James Borrego had been an interim head coach for the Magic in 2015, but he was quickly told that the permanent job would not be his.
Charlotte's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Here's Parker. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And what strength there by Parker. Be able to take the hit and still drain the shot in the process. He is just a remarkable athlete with tremendous finishing ability.
And talking about Borrego leaving Orlando, and in some ways turned out to be a blessing.
You're right, Kevin. I mean, he spent the next few years in San Antonio as an assistant to Popovich. His second stint as an assistant with the Spurs. The first time around, though, he was part of a 2-time championship team. This man has winning in his genes.
Now, here's Stevenson. No points in the game yet for him.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive attitude Stevenson brings to the table. He's not going to sit back and settle for jump shots. If he can attack the basket, he will.
Parker with it. He's guarded by Bullock. Parker with the bounce pass. Now here's Batum. He's guarded by Bullock. 4 on the shot clock. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. And look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for Los Angeles.
And they haven't been able to exploit the 3 from the corner. Maybe some better ball movement would help open the floor and get that shot into their arsenal.
And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That is his first foul of the game. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Bullock. He kicks it to Muscala. Let's go. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And the Hornets call time here.
Well, look at this. And Josh Hart, he's a guy that played his way into the rotation. He was the 30th pick taken overall in 2017 and ended up with a lot of minutes as a rookie.
Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season. The Lakers second.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. On defense, the Lakers. 3-point lead. And Batum kicks to Lamb. Clock at 6. Parker left side. Over Muscala. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Los Angeles leading by 3. Bullock passes to Muscala. Here's Hart. Sinks the three-pointer. Hart's got his second bucket tonight.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Let's take a quick look now at some stats for Lamb. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. First in free throw shooting, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Last game he had 10 points. It's Parker outside.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
Hart. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. And now it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Parker outside. The pass to Lamb. Knocks down the three ball.
He spots up so well off the ball. Lamb, an excellent all-around jump shooter.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, they allowed way too many easy buckets. I thought they lacked toughness and energy all night.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Reggie Bullock. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at the Warriors. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And of course, the Los Angeles Lakers, 8 games out.
And when I look at the Lakers, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
But yeah, Greg, I mean, they had a plan coming into the year. I mean, they stuck to it, and it's worked to perfection.
Now, here is Muscala. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's a 5-point game, and Chandler throws it down.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
And Lamb kicks to Kaminsky. Now the dish to Parker. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. From deep. A shot by Batum, no good.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And that one's good by Stevenson.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Parker surveying the floor. Kicks it to Lamb. Fires from deep. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
The work Lamb has put into this part of his game is evident. Getting better at sniping from deep.
Stevenson against Batum. Pass to Rondo. Misses off the left iron. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, this roster is built for guys with speed. They're running the floor hard in the first quarter.
Walker and Monk are the guard tandem. Bridges out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Zeller in at the 5 down low. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. Now here's Ingram. 26 points for him last game against Houston.
But we got to talk about his D2. 4 steals in the game. I mean, a complete all-around effort for him.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. In games that came down to one possession last season, Chris, the Hornets won 1 but lost 5.
Which is better than going winless in those games as they did the season before. But look, you have to have closers on your team. Not just clutch players, but guys who can get their own shot against anyone.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops.
Well, think about the high ceiling that this kid, Brandon Ingram, has. I mean, and with his long arms, I mean, he could reach the rafters.
He hits both from the stripe. Well, great leaping ability, such a advantage in this game of basketball, Chris, when you think about the bigs who can control that kind of part of their game. Who comes to mind for you?
You have to go out there to look at that man, DeAndre Jordan. I mean, he dunks, it looks like a Nerf hoop. He just throws it up there. The way that he gets up. How about Drummond, the way that he can get 20 rebounds in just a second. How quick he is at getting that second step and going back up. When I think of athletic big men, I think of Andre Drummond as one of the most athletic big men that I've ever seen in my time of playing basketball. Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jump.
Now, here's Walker. He has 5. Pass to Monk. Back to Walker. Shoots the 3. Charlotte gets it back. A nice shot by Zeller.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
Rondo passes to Kuzma. Some solid defense from Kidd-Gilchrist.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possesses.
No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Monk kicks to Walker. And stolen by LeBron. Here's Ingram. Good, and the assist goes to James. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Oh, that's just stellar instincts from James. Outstanding at clogging up passing lanes with his leg.
Passes it to Monk. Back to Walker. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Rondo. James wide open. Again, Los Angeles.
I mean, you better stay up on James. He's always ready to pull up when the D isn't up on him.
And Walker kicks to Bridges. Unloads from 13. And it comes off the front of the rim.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
Kuzma. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. Hornets trail by 5. Bridges passes to Kid Gilchrist. Now, here's Monk, guarded by Kuzma. James against Walker. Over LeBron. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Walker's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And the handling ability of Walker, just a magician with the ball in his hand.
The pass to Ingram. And McGee kicks to Kuzma. Ingram outside. And another 3 for the Lakers.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Walker against Rondo. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Hornets call time here.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams that specialize in intimidation. In third, the Hornets.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. 17 points for him last game against New York.
Not to mention his defense. I mean, he was a terror. He came away with 3 steals and caused a whole lot of headaches.
Here's James after the basket by Charlotte. He kicks to Bullock. Over to the wing. Kuzma with it. Picked up by Kid Gilchrist. Kuzma passes to LeBron. Again, Los Angeles.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And there were a lot of hidden gems, Chris, in that 2017 draft, and Kyle Kuzma is right at the top of the list.
Well, Kuzma was taken with the 27th overall pick, but he looked like a top 5 pick if you ask me. He probably was just for being a 3-year player at Utah, but that time in college allowed him to hone his skill set. I mean, he came into the league with a wide variety of very polished moves. He's finally got into rhythm here in the second. His shooting percentage has taken a nice jump.
Zeller dishes to Bridges, and it's good, 2 points. Bridges has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's James. 26 points for him last game against Houston.
And while he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night facilitating.
Hornets trail by 4. Now, here's Walker. In the corner, it's Bridges. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And now, just a 2-point Laker lead. Kuzma kicks to Ingram. Feeds to James. And James throws it down.
I'd like to say I'm blown away, but Honestly, with LeBron, a game like this, it's just par for the course.
Charlotte's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Walker goes in over Ingram. The Lakers with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Bullock. Bridges against James. Back to Bullock. Pass to Ingram. Kicks it to McGee. Shoots over Bridges. James, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
To the middle. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Monk.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Los Angeles calls timeout. NBA offenses have always been complex, and they always are evolving. But C-Web, the movement and precision now seems to be at another level. Would you agree?
You know what, Kev, I disagree a little bit with that. You know, having played in different teams with some complex offenses, it's still all the basics. You still have the old flex offense, and that's nothing but what Utah, Karl Malone and John Stockton used some 20 years ago. You still have triangle principles, which is what Jordan and Pippen used some 20, 25 years ago. And if you really want to go back to the Bob Cousy days when he played with Bill Russell, you still have a lot of throwing it into the post and cutting off of it. I think the players have evolved and the players' skill sets are better. But as far as offensive sets, I don't see that much has changed, except how do you execute them, and can you execute them with having the right position players with the correct skill set on the floor at the time that you're calling the play.
I love your honest appraisal.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Parker kicks to Lamb. Kaminsky in the corner. Stolen by Bullock. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. From the corner. Again, Los Angeles.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Trailing here by 8. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. Now, here's Batum. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York. Just 3 to shoot. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Shot clock at 2. The offensive rebound, and there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. So it's the Hornets now. 8-point game. Parker finds Hernan Gomez. 5 to shoot. A second chance effort with 1 on the clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Stevenson. How last month turned out for him, averaging about 7 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, he hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
And he's good on the second.
Well, and he's trying to become more disruptive defensively. Last year, the Hornets were only 28th in the league in creating turnovers. Now, that's not what former coach Clifford had in mind.
Now, here is Muscala. 6 points for him. Chandler down low. Kaminsky's there. Chandler, no good.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Parker with it. He's guarded by Bullock. On the wing, Batum. No points in the game yet for him. Good on the baseline, Jay. And for the Hornets, yeah, they'd like to create more turnovers, but at least they didn't turn the ball over themselves.
Well, last year they had the third fewest turnovers in the league, and they had the least amount of turnovers in each of the 4 seasons before that. But you know what that means? That means they weren't getting outrun either.
Hart, no good. Hornets trail by 5. Parker outside. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of the game. Over in the corner, Batum. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Now, strength was one of the biggest concerns about Kaminsky coming out of college. But he takes the hit there and still muscles in the shot.
Here's Stevenson. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, looking for offense inside as they try to chip away at this lead here in the second.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Lakers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. This Laker team led by LeBron didn't need a lot of time to adjust to one another. Greg, a great start to the season for them.
You would think with all the youth and the vets, they would need some time to gel. Team has got off to a hot start, though, and their focus has been terrific. Not a surprise LeBron has everyone falling in line.
Now Lamb. He picked up 12 points in their last win against New York. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Parker. Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That free throw, no good.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
From about 16, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Tyson. Looks like 2 different teams after the loss. What's the difference?
Well, we just can't allow them to stay around close. You know, last night we had a letdown. Tonight we got to do a better job of getting down, staying our ground, playing defense, and taking advantage of this game.
Tyson, thanks a lot for your time. See you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 2 steals, and 1 rebound. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Efficiency, you know, I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball. You can't make those risky passes that lead to highlight film dunks. So I thought it was a great job.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Charlotte.
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams rely on the 3, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens. Running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd period.
Welcome back to Charlotte, the Duke Energy Center, the building in the foreground there. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Really an incredible game from Malik Monk.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven thus far.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Charlotte. So the Lakers 5 right now. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Rajon Rondo is out there with Ingram. And it's McGee in at the center.
Don't you love the passion Walker plays with? An incredible athlete who somehow muscles in tough shots.
Rondo against Walker. The shot by Rondo is no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Now, here's Monk. D right on him. And then Monk with the dunk.
I tell you, Monk can fill it up in a hurry. Well, once he gets on fire, the D knows they're going to be in for a long night.
And that one, good.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared. Then you come out and give up that.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Bridges. Buries the long-range jumper. Bridges has got 12.
Solid start to the half for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
James looking it over. Here's Rondo. Back to James. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No, that was just a focal point for the Hornets last season. Create more space on the offensive end. The result, they shot the ball really well from 3, but their efficiency inside the arc dropped dramatically.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And looking at the Hornets offense, it's not like they shoot a lot of threes. They were just extremely accurate.
Well, Kevin, that's something they worked on in practice. I mean, taking good shots out on the perimeter. And for the younger guys, the shot just became more consistent. I mean, but ultimately, it couldn't save them in the win-loss count.
And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Rondo against Walker. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
So crafty. The 6'1" Walker is skilled at getting the space he needs.
Rondo passes to McGee. To the middle. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got 6 assists here tonight. Hornets have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And Walker kicks to Monk. The pass to Bridges. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Over to the wing. Uncovered. That shot off. And the Lakers take it the other way. Rondo against Walker. Here's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Monk, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Five on the clock. They grab their own miss. Here's McGee. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, McGee's got his first 2 points of the night. Charlotte calls timeout. Last season, C-Webb, the Lakers made an effort to play with a high pace in their games.
Well, this is the direction the team wants to strive towards. I mean, second in the league last season in pace of play. The players and the front office all want to get back to that Showtime era Lakers style of play.
And checking out the numbers for Zeller. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging 9 points per game, 10 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks.
And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Count the basket.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Bridges against James. Walker finds Zeller. Back to Walker. There's the triple. That one is no good. He is 6 for 11 in the game. Here's LeBron. The feed now to McGee. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Cody Zeller. For Los Angeles, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram.
One shot, gentlemen.
And for the Hornets, after last year's debacle, it's a whole new world. I mean, think about a new GM, new head coach, and a fresh outlook on things.
Now, here's Monk. 18 points for him. Poke loose. And here's Walker outside. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now. And talking about the Hornets, they really expected to make the playoffs last season, but Chris, I think they were shocked that it didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, they felt good about their free agent signings. I mean, they felt good about the draft, but coming together as one complete unit, that's easier said than done.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Monk. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Pass to Rondo. And here's LeBron outside. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 8th assist in the game. Now, here's Monk. Not a lot of room. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. Fades. Basket counts. Kid Gilchrist has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Oh, it's crucial for Kid Gilchrist that he nails these shots. Always working on expanding his game.
Lakers leading by 8. Rondo with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Rondo can't get it to go.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Walker surveying the floor. Bridges passes to Zeller. Rondo against Walker. Over Rondo. Another shot. Here's Zeller. He kicks it to Kid Gilchrist. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Some changes for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez comes in for Zeller. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Monk. The Lakers also with a sub. Chandler's checked in. Walker against Rondo. Left side Walker. Pass to Lamb. Shot from 12. Basket good. Lamb's got 8 points.
Standing just over 6'5" with a 6'11" wingspan. Yeah, Lamb can be a difficult guard to defend when he sneaks inside.
Now here's Rondo. He's got 6. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. Hornets trail by 9. Lamb with the ball. He's got 8. Rajon Rondo with the rebound. Rondo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Passes to Kuzma to the inside. Drops in the layup for 2. Kuzma's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, it's nice to have an option like him every time down the court.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Walker. 13 feet away. The shot misses. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Here's James. And the shot goes in. LeBron's got 9 points now in the quarter. Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Now here's Lamb. He's covered closely. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Guys, Jeremy Lamb, 2 years at UConn, drafted by the Thunder, but he's come into his own with the Hornets.
Yeah, and what some exec call the second draft, finding young players who, for whatever reason, haven't been able to make an impact with their first team. Sometimes that change of scenery and ability to mature can do wonders for a player.
Free throw drops for Lamb. One thing that's added a little pressure to Lamb's development, Chris, his link to James Harden.
Well, yeah, maybe the most important trade piece received back from Harden. I mean, it's taken Lamb a while to develop. He's coming around, though, but Harden, of course, I mean, he's perennial MVP candidate.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. Batum comes in for Bridges, and Parker subbed in for Walker. Here's Hart. He's got 11. Here's LeBron. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, come on. We all know LeBron is used to getting fouled, but it's just amazing how he keeps his focus. Such a powerful player.
The Lakers have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
One shot.
Free throw good, LeBron. And C-Web, so many talk about the 2001 Lakers and how they might be one of the greatest teams to ever play. You saw their talent firsthand. What do you think?
I think they had, Kevin, a Hall of Fame coach, 2 of the greatest players to ever play the game is Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. And right there, that 15-1 in the playoffs, that's the gold standard. I mean, Kobe and Shaq were very motivated that year. And you know, I think they're in the conversation for best team ever.
Here's Stevenson. Frank Kaminsky making his last shot. Muscala gets the bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Now here's Lamb. He's guarded by Stevenson. And here is Lamb. He's got 10. Parker outside. Shot clock at 5. But they recover it. To the middle. Here's Kaminsky. LeBron with the block.
Oh, love watching James dominate on defense. An impressive rejection artist. You better check your rear view when you're driving to the hole.
Biombo, he's checked in for Kaminsky. The Lakers making a switch here.
Parker.
And so it's Charlotte with it. They trail by 14. Shot clock at 5. Parker kicks to Lamb from 20 feet out. Offensive rebound. Outside, Batum. On the wing, Batum. Over Stevenson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. In third, the Lakers.
I mean, it's about the pace they played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
The pass to Hart. Stevenson outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Chandler, the pass to Hart, shoots over Batum. Hornets with the rebound. Gomez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now, here is Gomez. On the wing, Lamb. He's guarded by Stevenson. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Jeremy Lamb. Here's Hart. 11 points in the game. Bonga. Good D by Parker. And there's the call on Chandler. That is his first foul of the game. Marvin Williams is checked in for the Hornets. Charlotte's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Parker kicks to Gomez. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. Charlotte making a switch here. Max checked in. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. No good on the second free throw. Los Angeles leading by 11. It's stolen by Mack. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. A shot by Batum, no good. Los Angeles has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Here's Caldwell Pope, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you really like seeing Caldwell Pope earning these calls on the shot. I mean, it makes him that much more difficult to guard.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Two shots.
First one falls for him.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Zeller, he's checked in for Shelvin Mack. And Caldwell Pope drops them both.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He's just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
Now here's Lamb. Defense right on him. Pass to Gomez. Three-pointer. Misses. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you shortly. Luke Walton had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, we're doing a great job. I said it last time now. We're making the simple play. Every time we're getting wide open shots. They don't know what to do. We just keep making the right play, play for each other.
Well, pretty evident, GA, he is thrilled with his team right now.
I mean, it's because they are playing together. No individual agendas out there, making the right play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Hernan Gomez out there with Cody Zeller. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Batum. And it's Parker in at the point guard position. So that's the Hornets 5. Here's Stevenson. Following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Ingram. The Hornets pull it in. Zeller's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now here's Lamb. He's covered by Ingram. On the wing, Lamb. 6 to shoot. The shot from 20 feet away. And right through it goes. Lamb's got it back down to single digits for the Hornets.
And this is one of the things Lamb does best, scoring off the pick and roll.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. He gets that one.
Extraordinary work from Parker to find his teammate for the open basket. His passing is just phenomenal.
Hart kicks to Ingram. Pass to Kuzma. Stevenson inside the three-point line. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Stevenson's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Ingram. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, yeah, look, now, you can see how Ingram has developed in his short time in the NBA. Gotten a little bit stronger, attacking the basket. He's the former #2 pick, and he's getting steam with confidence. And maybe one day he can be an elite scorer. He's starting to develop a little bit of a killer instinct when he has the ball.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And with Ingram, he now wants the ball and wants to attack defenders each time down the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, and that doesn't just mean he's doing it with scoring. He's become a great drive and kick playmaker as well. Now, for me, the next step for him is to emerge as a vocal leader, something that the LA office is hoping he can become.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
The former Blue Devil, Brandon Ingram, was taken 2nd overall back in 2016, was deemed as untouchable by his front office as they rebuilt the roster. He's a big part of what the Lakers want to do over the next few years.
To the paint, and another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Jeremy Lamb. And it was Magic Johnson, Greg, who said Ingram is untouchable. Also feels Ingram can be an elite scorer.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram certainly has the makeup and skills to be a first option on offense. And when he heard of how highly Magic thought of him, it made Ingram want to work even harder. You can certainly see the huge leaps he's made as a scorer since Magic kind of gave him that vote of confidence.
And for a guy that thin to absorb the contact and still knock it down, Lamb does have some metal to him.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for the Hornets. Walker comes in for Parker. Free throw drops for Lamb.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now here's Rondo. Nobody near Stevenson. And the shot is long.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Walker against Kuzma to the paint. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Lamb.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the fourth.
And Stevenson kicks to Rondo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. Then on Tuesday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with. But I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Now here's Walker. The 10-footer. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Now here's Rondo. It's tipped.
Oh, the length of Lamb. That is coming into play. He uses it well to block that shot.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. The Lakers also with a sub. James checked in for Lance Stevenson. Walker finds Kid Gilchrist. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 6th assist on the night.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Well, this is just another case where being aggressive wins out.
Now here's Ingram. LeBron with the bucket. LeBron's got 26 points.
And that bucket should stop the bleeding.
Here's Charlotte. They're on a 13-5 run here. It's stolen by Rondo. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
Now here's Walker. Ingram with the steal. The drive by James, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Gotta like the edge James plays with. Phenomenal at taking it strong and picking up the foul. But Luke Walton, he's definitely a coach players like to play for. I mean, it helps that he was a player not too long ago. Both stars and role players appreciate the candor and the opportunity he provides them.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he makes the first. And with Walton, you hear players talk about the leeway that he allows them.
And that extra bit of trust Walton gives goes a long way. It's why so many rookies have been able to flourish under him. Young players develop when you let them learn on the fly, and Walton has done a good job of creating that environment.
Both free throws good from James.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
And Walker gets to Monk. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. Takes the 13-footer. Rebounded by McGee. Lakers leading by 8. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Walker against Rondo. Ball's knocked loose. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. And so here's Charlotte. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Hits the jump hook. Kid Gilchrist has got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Ingram. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And Ingram, with those long strides, devouring the distance to the cup.
Walker against Rondo. Outside, Walker. The Lakers with the rebound.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
LeBron kicks to Kuzma. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. Hornets trail by 10. Now Walker. McGee with the block, but they'll get another chance. 6 to shoot. Here's Monk. Zeller trying to free himself up. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Los Angeles leading by 10. James, the pass to Kuzma. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Charlotte Hornets.
I love the fire Kuzma plays with, especially inside where he dares defenders to foul.
And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, and for being the 27th pick in the 2017 draft, Kuzma has made his mark early, already surpassed expectations.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And one difference this have is that when they get to the line, they're converting. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Monk with the ball. Back to Walker. Lets it go with the 3. Charlotte getting another chance here. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Kid Gilchrist.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Bridges against James. Lays it up off the glass. James has got 30 points.
He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this one.
And here's Walker outside. Nailed from three-point land. Walker's got it back down to single digits for Charlotte. Timeout called the Lakers.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Called time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, Luke Walton was just talking about strategy with his team. Even though they're ahead, he said, hey, this lead isn't big enough, not by a long shot. I don't want to sit back and play this one out. I still need some aggression. Guys, back to you.
The 10-footer. And Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist from Ingram. Ingram's got his 8th assist here tonight. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Charlotte. He dishes it to Monk. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Monk. Charlotte moving it around. That's a two-pointer from Walker.
And in the first half, they had some success from beyond the arc, but that hasn't been the case since halftime. That shot has dried up.
James kicks to Ingram. Back to LeBron. The pass to Kuzma. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one drops. Kuzma's got 6 here in this quarter.
Hard to get into Kuzma's head. Even when you contest his shot, his focus is razor sharp.
Charlotte calls timeout. You look at James. What a contribution.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Hornets trail by 13. Here's Walker. Kicks it to Monk. It's stolen by Rondo. And now it's Rondo running all the way. Here he goes. Finished off the break. And the Lakers lead by 15.
Yeah, always had great instincts defensively. Rondo using that length there to come up with the steal.
Walker dishes to Bridges. Back to Walker. Charlotte no good that time either.
That's a great job to converge on him inside and prevent that easy look.
Ingram passes to Kuzma. Rejected by Walker, and he gets it back. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Ingram with the steal. Fast break, the Lakers. Kuzma with the ball. And it's McGee with the jam.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. So it's the Hornets now after the basket by the Lakers. They could use a bucket. No good off the back of the rim. Lakers leading by 17. Ingram kicks to LeBron. Kuzma. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Kuzma's got 17 points here in the second half. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Oh, look, he's looking like a runaway train tonight. I don't think they've got a chance to slow Walker down in this one.
Rondo kicks to LeBron. Back to Rondo. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Lakers lead by 21.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
Now here's Zeller. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. That's a two-pointer from Walker, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Monster scoring run, but had to do this earlier. Now it shoulda, woulda, coulda, all that.
Unloads offline. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. LeBron, what was the defensive focus individually and as a team, and how do you think you guys executed it?
It's a tough team to guard off the bounce. They're so athletic, they're so quick, but it's a good job by all of us defensively, and it's always good to get a win on the road.
Road wins do tend to be more precious. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.